One SCG, I think last weekend. It's pretty similar to his lists in the past, which we've streamed and did fairly well with. The major change is he's got like an Alpine Moon now, which there's a lot of like Karn and Tron decks out there, I guess, and this Blast Zone, which I'm not particularly sold on the Blast Zone, but like you're going to bring it in versus things like Humans, Affinity, probably Hardened Scale, Grixis Death Shadow, Mono Red Phoenix, Whirler Prism, Black Green Mid Range. So you're going to probably bring it in versus a lot of things, but still just not sold on it. Anyway, to battle. See if we can play better this time. Kind of want to build this deck in paper, but I don't ever plan on playing modern in paper. Yeah, this is a keep, I think. Probably want this one. And this could be wrong, but I feel like trying to set up this is more important than the alternative. We failed miserably. I feel like we lose this game now. I feel like I need to draw a basic land. Let's see what we get paired versus. No, whatever. This is supposed to be a game one buy and an extremely hard game 2 and 3, but no, don't really get to play Magic, so. Second main phase, just in case we hit exactly Narcomoeba and Prized Amalgam, or we already have a Prized Amalgam, my bad. Did we hit a better Dredger? We did. Think I want to bring that back then? Well, they don't have another land. Forgot to use my Shriek Horn. can ignore that. I think I'm fine with this. I don't really care if they counterspell it. Just wanted the stinkweed imps in the graveyard. And I want to get their counterspells out of their hand before we try to play this big ass conflag anyway. We're going to get our mountain before we Shriekhorn so that we can't screw that up. I think they're probably dead then. Yeah, they're not technically dead. Can't really cast anything else, so just do it for 5. Now they have to have a sweeper. Even if they have a sweeper, they have several things that can win, like hitting the last creeping chill or hitting the last conflag. That's not one of them. I think cards like that matter. We get one that turn. Nope. That kind of mattered. At some point they're going to draw timely reinforcements or something. Then we're going to lose this game. Probably not one in their main deck. Conflag's probably no good now, though. Still going to cast it. Oh well, would have been nice to hit last turn. So there's one Narcomoeba and one Creeping Chill left in our deck that matters. Nothing else. Could always just try to hit a land, but land brings back the blood gas. We lose to surgical extraction, though. There's nothing we can do about that. Actually, no, they can't cast a surgical extraction. Derp. Well, like I was saying, game one's relatively a bye, so even that bad of a draw can win a game one. But game two and three is much harder, especially if they know to mulligan to rest in peace, which pretty much always do. I don't know if I love this Ghost Quarter. I feel like I kind of just want a basic forest. I think this is a pretty easy keep. We have all of our colors on land. We have one of our most important cards in our opening hand. Don't want to put them both in the graveyard just because of rest in peace. I kept a no rest in peace hand. Interesting. Do they not have a third land either? Peculiar. Hmm. It's kind of odd. Attack the Narset so we can cast our Faithless Looting. Guess we'll put one of each of you in. They clearly have to verdict now. But don't care too much if they do. They might not have no land. Then they're might as well just pick them up. They do verdict. How much are we going to conflag for? Okay. Guess I want to use this. This way I can discard Stinkweed Imps if it resolves. Interesting. Maybe I should have played that pre-combat. If I played that pre-combat, I could have conflagged for 6 and got in for 2, and they would have been at 4. See what happens this turn. It's feeling to me like that they're getting ready to cryptic us. So I'm definitely going to attack first to see if they use it. Hmm. So I have a mana left open. I did, didn't I? So that's 2 remaining. Wait. I clicked on 3. There's 1 Stomping Ground left in my deck. Hopefully this resolves. Brutal. Looks like I punted this game. Should have held up Assassin's Trophy. Oh, wow. Should have held up Assassin's Trophy. Hey, Sean. Thanks so much. That's just an experience with the deck. That was really bad of me. This was my game to lose, and I lost it. I have 2 Creeping Chills left in the deck, though, I guess. That's not a Creeping Chill. There goes my stomping ground, so I can't get the blood gas back now. I assume this gets counterspelled and this probably bounced to my hand. There's the other Creeping Chill. Wow, they didn't have a counterspell? At that point in the game? I punted that game. I didn't deserve to win that game. Second flag I played was just really, really bad. Dredge things. I mean, I played perfect, obviously. With any other plays, we would have lost that game. Any other. I never make a mistake. Never. I don't know what you're talking about punished. I played perfectly. They'll write poems about how well I sung that song. Wait, sung that song? Perfectly. Who'll play first? Goodbye hand. Okay. I keep. I don't want you. That's so true. I probably should have kept that. If I'd kept that, I'd have guaranteed had a 1-1. Hey, Donkey, what's up? Yeah, we don't make mistakes around here. We're perfect. Every single way. Some would call us the best around. Even if I should have kept that Narcomoeba. Find something better. Are you 4? Yeah, you're 4. And you're 3. Alright. 4 is bigger than 3. I can math. 4 is bigger than 3. Uh-oh. Rip. Not supposed to miss when you dredge like that. Come on, deck. It's not how we play this game. Deck, no. Wait. Why would they bring that into play tapped before they cast this? They could have hit anything, even a boat. At least play this first. Get your information. Good lord. Yeah. Get them. Yeah. Guess we're drawing a card. Ew, fun times. Seems like our opponent has a surgical extraction because they paused during our draw step. What fun it is. I have a bunch of Faithless Lootings. I'm just going to cast one. Punished. 30 cards deep in our deck, and we found 2 Dredge. Oh, a lot of other cool stuff, though. No, not a thing in the ass. Okay, it's not a thing in the ass. I don't care what it is if it's not a thing in the ass. I'll race whatever stupid drakes they think they're going to play. Just put this in my graveyard soon. Cool. They cast 1,000 things and got a Phoenix. No second surgical, please? Yeah! Happy us. They looking flag, so stump you and you, I guess. I might want to flag more than once. So I have 1 Blood Crypt still in my deck. Our opponent really not pressed F6? Okay, there we go. What have you been into, Donkey? Heard you got paired in or that you played a draft with Murph the other night. You still working for Card Hoarder and stuff? Hey, Tarmo Goofy. How are you doing? What is this little thing? How do you make that little thing? That little thing's cool. Nice. Very glad to hear so. More Creeping Chills are in our deck. I think we've hit only 1, right? Besides the one in our hand. Yeah, there's 2 more Creeping Chills. don't know why I pressed F6. I don't want to press F6 here. They typically don't have counter spells. Uh-oh. That's not good for us. That's like basically the only thing we didn't want to see. Like, we couldn't lose to a non-thing in the ass. It's pretty hard to beat it now. Might be a game where we just try to hardcast this Creeping Chill. So we dredge back a ley line. Come flag them for 6 down to 7. Maybe we get lucky and hit 2 Creeping Chills over the next 2 turns and then hardcast this one. I don't know if we have that much time. I'm going to thin my last land out of my deck while I can. I did give up on that one. Like, they have enough 0 casting cost spells that I don't go for the conflag attack, right? Hey Ricky, what's up? I don't quite understand that. But anyway, lightning axes to kill the big thing, ley line of the voids. And as usual, I always cut a couple of shriek horns. Cut the stupid ghost quarter. I probably don't want this ghost quarter in the deck. I don't think Dark Blasts are particularly good here either. You still out of town, Ricky? Or are you back in town? 1-0 so far. I've played pretty poorly and drawn pretty poorly, but the deck just doesn't like to let me lose. I definitely wasn't sure yet either. I mean, I didn't hate our spot. I thought we were in a reasonable spot, but flipping the thing in the ass could have done a lot of work if, like, the last Creeping Chill was the very bottom card or something. What does the word afternoon mean to you? I know that sounded like I was asking a confrontational question, but I didn't mean it that way. It means a lot of different things to different people. Like, afternoon to me is like 11 or 12, but to my granny it's like 3 or 4. Basically, I'm trying to ascertain if you're any chance you're going to be back for game day. Or not game day, store championships. Yeah, words. I said words. We good. I led with this one, even though it's going to require me to shock next turn, but I want to be able to lightning axe a thing of nice if they played it. JK, never shock. So we're going to discard you and you. I said store champs, but I meant showdown. It's 2 p.m. if there's ever going to be a game that I say no to this card. Looks like they have Surgical Extraction again. Oh, well, I get a 1/1 at least. Okay, the literal sense of afternoon. Fair enough. Uh, Probably just cast a Faithless Looting here. Well, we had a pretty bad draw this game. We had a pretty good draw. You're very hungover. Solid, I guess. It's just too damn old. That sounds like Searsist. What'd they hit? Just the 2 Phoenixes. Alright, well, we don't have to worry about that too much. Wait, was that a gut shot? That was a lightning bolt. Okay. Alright, well. Let's just keep doing this dredge thing. That's a decent one. I think that's a conflag, but I can't see. Yeah, it's a conflag. Okay, they're not gonna let us. Because I needed a third land for the Faithless Looting. I only had 2 land in play. The Faithless Looting come from the graveyard. It was bought back. Took 3 land to cast. Or flashback. I don't know why I said bought back. Or did I have 4 land in play and I'm too stupid to count? That could be possible. I want to keep this hand, but I don't think I should. No, it was flashback. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. The science keep. Probably not. Probably not a good match for the science keep. Though we do have a dark blast. This dark blast could do the nasty. Probably not super likely to. I just kind of ensured myself that I'm never getting another land. I want a Darkmoor Salvage in this deck. I'm just gonna put that out there. I want a Darkmoor Salvage in this deck. Oh, well. Can we beat them without casting another spell? Yes. I was wrong. We probably can't. I know. We're super dead. Oh, yeah. don't think I'll win this game. That's not the land I wanted. They had a, oh, the reflecting mage. They have to have another reflecting mage or anything, the game's over. Alright, that's what I get for keeping one land. Hey, if I'd hit a land for my draw step, I could have cleared close to the board. I'd have been in fine shape if I'd hit a land. I had a conflag in my graveyard. I would have been able to conflag for 7. Definitely get this ghost quarter out of the graveyard. I mean, it could be cool. I saw some older builds with it. I think I sideboard out 2 Shriekhorns literally every game. Where's our Golgari Fug at? That's why I wanted another land. Well, oh wait, you're right. You're right. Conflag takes 3 mana. I was thinking it was 1 mana and X, but it's 2 mana and X, so it was 3 mana. You're right. This hand's not good enough. This hand is. Don't want you. Definitely want a breeding pool this game, or sorry, blood crypt this game. Oh, hallelujah! As usual, Ricky's right and I'm wrong. If it counts for anything, I didn't think I was wrong. I thought I was right. I'm just not very right. Yes, yes, yes. Open this. Thank you, Lord. Might as well. Do I want the Carfucker Union or the Lightning Axe more? This is the second time that we've done the Carfucker Union and failed to hit the 3rd dredge. Why don't you just buy them all? They're only like 50 cents each, ain't they? I don't have anything in my graveyard, do I? Guess I should attack first. Oh, really? They've gone up that much? I think they were 50 cents the week they came out. So they've just gone up then. So let's say have a folio. We have a conflag in our graveyard. If I've hit 3 creeping chills. I'll probably just take a natural draw here. So they can gain 4 more life, but they've not had a 1-drop before now, so they very likely can only gain 2 more. That was brutal. Wait, not brutal has been called. One, two, three, four, five, six. So we just do this for 5. I think that Underground Sea's horrible value. That reminds me. Remind me to send you 2 links later, Ricky. I have 2. I know you've been working on Blue White quite a while, and I saw 2 uh, primers for Blue White that might be interesting reading. I mean, even if that's true, which I don't necessarily know that I agree with it being completely free, but like it's like $35 for. Oh, they have Digger's Cage. All right. Well, the game's over. We can't beat that. We brought in no outs to that. I'm lying, by the way. We have 1 Ancient Grudge and 1 Assassin's Trophy in our deck. Like when you factor in gas and stuff like that, you have to get first like 1 out of 5 times for it to ever be mathematically worth it. We still have 2 answers for this. Assume they'll call one of them there, but we have 3 answers for this. Well, technically 4, but the 4th one we would just use on that. I actually have a blast zone too, so. Gunner's an absolute fool if he's coming in for that. That's right, I said it. What do I want the least? Literally forgot this wasn't Rest in Peace, by the way. And I didn't. I probably didn't put the right things in my graveyard because I thought that was less Rest in Peace. It's been a hot minute since somebody's played a freaking Digger's Cage against me. Well, that's kind of foolish of me. Yeah, it's probably like a 4 or 5 hour drive for Gunner. He should just go to an invitational instead. That's still not our answer. Can you beat infinite stinkweed imps? Yes, we don't actually get infinite. I realize that. Neato burrito. A block. I'm sure that doesn't work. How much mana do I have to do that? I'd have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It takes 4 just to kill that. Probably gonna kill this, and then I can either buy back this or yeah. So how much mana does it take just to target this? I think you have to deal damage to target. I think I can't target and do 0. Yeah, I can't target and do 0. You have to deal a point of damage to target it. You can't cast it for 0, or if you can, you certainly can on Magic Online. Like, I'm sitting here clicking the down arrow. I can't cast it for 0 on Magic Online. I don't know if that's part of the rules or a Magic Online bug. I have no idea. I'm just gonna kill this though. And then next turn I can buy back the Dark Blast and kill this. You can just don't target and hit OK. But I don't have enough mana for that. I need a 5th mana to put it in my graveyard and flash it back. I can't flash it back anyway. There's a Grafdigger's Cage in play. So just putting it in my graveyard is not helpful. It's got to do something. That sucks. That one's a problem. I think I'm going to go with the Stinkweed Imp now then. Doesn't come into play. Just trying to hit a Creeping Chill. That sucks. So the only answer we have to this in the entire deck now is the Blast Zone. Now we have a Blast Zone. We still have one out. Maybe I need to just keep loaming every turn. I needed a gemstone cavern this game. I hate the fact that I have to put those on the stack and they don't really work. I want a gemstone cavern. I'm gonna start buying back life from the loam. Kinda dead if we don't hit a gemstone cavern this turn. Nah, we didn't hit anything. No, there's no steam vents in this build. The steam vents was replaced by a ghost quarter, and I absolutely hate the ghost quarter. But in fairness, I would have probably sideboarded out the steam vents for the blast zone in this match anyway. But this is currently our steam vent, and I'm hating it. I've sided it out every game, but I just don't expect that many Karn decks. I don't expect that many Tron decks, so I don't think it's worth it. If I expected a lot more of them, I would think it's worth it, but I just don't expect that many of them. I don't know if I'm supposed to keep this. You get 2-3 cards, and I get to put a blood gas and a prized amalgam in my graveyard? Yeah, I think a second blast zone would be a lot better. I keep getting a lot of one-land hands tonight. Oh, we didn't even hit another Dredger. That's terrible. Oh, this is going swimmingly. This is supposed to be a game 1 bye. But I kept on one lander that I probably should have mulliganed. I doubt it. I think we're actually dead this time. We have too many of our relevant cards in our hand. If we had more of these cards in our deck, I think we'd be fine, but like we already have 2 Narcomoebas in our deck. Bloodghast is never coming back unless I start taking actual draws. And they've already got the Teferi. Maybe I'm supposed to just start taking draws. I mean, there's only 18 lands in the deck. It thinks that I feel like if I'm just starting to try to draw lands, that the game's super over. And I'm just gonna pick this game up. I gotta stop keeping one land hands. There's so many of them though. I don't actually think it mulligans particularly well. This seems like a keep. I'll put one Dredger in the graveyard and one Bloodghast. Still a stomping ground, right? So they can have a thingy here, like a rest in peace. That'd be pretty bad for us. I saved our Dredger though, just in case. We didn't roll over any of our. Well, we rolled over 2 Ancient Grudges, so we still have 3 ways to kill this. Can't even attack anymore. Right, this game's done. This game's 100% done. I have no out. I have a basic still in our deck. I can't give up game 1 versus that match. I could have mulliganed game 1. There's a lot I could have did. I'm gonna keep this too. I'm basically keeping bad hands for science right now. Like, I'm pretty sure this is a mulligan as well. I like keeping bad hands for science. It helps me learn. I don't think any 18 or 19 land deck that doesn't have infinite cantrips mulligans well. I'm not a fan of ever taking natural draws. Especially when, like, so, like, there's 4 lands missing from our deck, right? So there's 15 or 33% to hit a land. It just seems so bad. Maybe it's the only way to win, but, like, it doesn't feel like you can ever win that way. I think we're dead. I don't think we can beat a thing in the ice. Yeah, we hit a conflag. We can beat a thing in the ice. Maybe I shouldn't have used these. That was a play mistake too, I think. Don't want any of these 5 cards, so. Oh, I need double red. I haven't played my land yet. My bad. Well, if I've not played my land yet, I should do this first. I could hit a blood. Oh, I already have a bloodghast. I could hit a prized amalgam for my bloodghast. Still think this one's a tough one to win. Maybe it's not. We can get back a loam now. Yeah, that's a good point, Ricky. I'm not used to having 2 of them in play at the same time. Hey, Empty Com, thank you for the follow. And RC or RUC Memory, thank you for the follow as well. Apparently I missed it 15 minutes ago. I really need to get alerts. Alerts are the best. I should probably have them. No second thing in the ice, please. Thank you. You say that, but I'm not smart enough to figure it out. I've tried. I literally have Steam Labs open over here. I can't figure it out. I'll play this one. Still have a Blood Crypt in our deck. We also have 1 mountain. Oh, neato. Assume they're not attacking. Make sure we get. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, I want to take it back. I'm supposed to use the Shriekhorn first in case I hit a Bloodghast. Wah, 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 wah. Like, I even knew the play I was trying to make, and I just screwed it up anyway. Messed up here too. I should have got a Life from the Loam back. If I'd got a Life from the Loam back, I could have Life from the Loam some lands, killed this, this and had a hasty bloodghast, I screwed this turn too. The reason that I did there's only 2 lands left in my deck I could get with the fetch, but that was just a bad play by me. This play was equally as bad. And I'm just gonna do this now. I think I was playing okay most of the day, and now I'm just playing like trash this last game. Like I'm just playing horrendously bad now. Yeah, it doesn't even matter though. I wasn't playing perfect or anything, but I think I was playing reasonably. I think I'm playing below average at this point. There's no more creeping chills left in our deck, but this attack gets them to 2 minimum with a conflag in our graveyard. I shouldn't be tired. I don't know. Maybe fatigue is set in. I think I normally play this deck a little bit better, but I'm just playing really bad right now. I don't think they can win though. We're at 28 life. Even if they get a thing in the ass and flip our stuff this turn, they'd have to have a surgical for the conflag. And even if they have a surgical for the conflag, if we hit another breeding pool, we win. Or sorry, not another breeding pool, another bloodghast. Let's because we're going to be dredging a bunch this next turn. Let's see most of our deck. There'll only be 2 cards left. So, and they can't cast a surgical unless they have a Metamorphose. So, but like, we're gonna dredge 16 cards, or sorry, 15 cards next turn. So any bloodghast and any of that would win. They just can't win now. The conflag's enough by itself. Yeah, let's bring these in again. Things to kill, thing in the ass are nice. And what's our favorite card to sideboard out? Let's get this Ghost Quarter the hell out of the deck. Get a couple of Shriekhorns out of the deck. I wonder if I own Shriekhorns. I played during that set, but that would have been bulk back then, so I have no idea. I don't play any modern at all in paper Magic. I think what am I trying to say? I think the last time I played modern in paper may have been a tournament that I played ad nauseum. Which would have been when Page 3 was still holding Wednesday events. Bound to be a year ago. Bound to be multiple years ago. Hey, Burn, Gobo Burn. Thank you so much for the follow. By the way, for anybody who likes this content, I apologize that I'm playing slightly poorly today. I do stream every single day. This is 694 days in a row I've streamed without missing a day. And there's a link below the stream you can click if you want, where you go to my YouTube. And got most of our past broadcasts on there. Play a variety of decks. I'm not a PL member. I don't play great, but try to have fun. Try to play a lot of variety of decks and play a decent amount of formats. Though we do mostly focus on standard. Though I need 10 more format points for this weekend or for this month's championship, so I'm probably going to be playing a lot of modern until I get those format points. which I think Wednesday they're making it to where 3-2s get format points, so it'll probably get pretty quick after that. And hopefully the popper queues and stuff will be faster then as well. This hand's lit. Got an Answer to Thing and Ice, which was their best card. And we got a Faithless Looting, a Carver Reunion, and already one Dredger. Yeah, I believe all of the format, or I believe the format championships are towards the end of this month. If I'm not mistaken, they were on the 22nd. Yeah, I love that place. I miss them doing their streams. They rock though. I wonder why they quit. I guess it just wasn't worth their time. Uh, so we could reunion a million things or just kill this before they have a chance to flip it. I think I'm just going to kill this and play it safe. I messed up here too. This was another misplay. I should have played the Shriekhorn first and used the Shriekhorn first in case I hit a Bloodghast. I'm literally just playing horrendously sloppy right now. It's honestly embarrassing how bad that I'm playing at the moment. But since I already punted that off, I'm going to wait till the second main phase here. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. I'll look it up though, Ricky. I could be wrong. It might not be that day. MTGO schedule. Nope. The format stuff can get you to the Pro Tour through a series of things. What is this month? This month's June, right? June. Modern, yeah, the 22nd is Modern, and the 23rd is Legacy. It takes 35. There's 3 of them total throughout the rest of the year. So, answer to that question is yes. We hit a Bloodghast too. Tilt. And then next week, in the 29th and the 30th, will be the Vintage and the Popper. I wonder if I should use Faithless Looting. So if these on the stack, I'm going to go ahead and see if we had another prized amalgam. Hey, we did. Lovely. Looks like they have a surgical. Oh, they have a Ravenous Trap. They get it all. There's nothing we can do about a Ravenous Trap, really. Could have not went all in, but I didn't know Ravenous Trap still got played. That was bad for me. I thought this game was over, but we could lose it now. What lands am I missing? One Blood Crypt. If I hadn't played bad, though, I'd already have that one Bloodghast in play. So that would have been nice. And probably some prized amalgams. So my play mistake last turn kind of like forced all of that. It's Only 2 lands left in our deck. I'd rather put one of these in our graveyard. This is fine. Yeah, but they would have used a trap and took the blood gas into one prized amalgam, and the 15 that I dredged that turn, we would have got back. Because I would have been doing that on their turn, so they would have had to do it on their turn, or we'd have 5 more power in play. And if they did it on their turn, they wouldn't have been able. They wouldn't. Well, presumably, I mean, they could have more than one. They wouldn't have had it for our following turn. That was just a horrendous play by me. That's probably like a potentially game-costing mistake. There's only 15 cards left in our deck now. One of them's a Creeping Chill. One's a Prized Amalgam. 2 are Blood Gas. Let's just order them. They're removed from the game. Order them. Make it simpler for us. One's a Narcomoeba. One's a Lightning Axe. One's a Life from the Loam. I should be writing this down, since I'm going to be referring back to this. We can still win, though. There's a Conflag in our graveyard. There's a Conflag left in our deck still, too. Just one Phoenix. Nice. Hmm. How many basic mountains are they? One. It'd be hard to kill them with damage if they have a thing in the ass. Guess I should take the life from the loam. No? Ricky's saying no. Not sure what I did wrong this time. I was trying to hit the Alaskan flag. There's not a conflag left in my graveyard. I don't have a conflag. I was attempting to get one. I don't have one. I think I milled the most amount of cards I could. So as I'm looking at it wrong, there's one conflag left in our deck. And we can hard cast it for 2. And if they don't have anything, they just die to the blood gas. Alright. Pity chest. With the conflag from 2. That deck felt good. I don't think I'd play this Ghost Quarter in the main deck again, but that could just be wrong. I don't know. Man, you got me nostalgic wanting Through the Decades to come back. It's been since like December, hasn't it? Like that's half a year. They had to be making a decent amount of money. I was sending them like $200 to $400 every week, sometimes as much as 6. In fairness to them, though, everything I was buying for the most part, I was reselling for a profit. So maybe they just realized they could make more money not doing that. I'm incredibly tired considering I've not been awake very long. Also not slept well. Looking to see if there's anybody worth hosting. Wow, Andre Strowski's got 1.5k. The Ghost Quarter loop versus Tron is nutty. I'll give you that. That's the main reason I would want it in the deck, and I think that's why it's in the deck. But on Magic Online, at least, I've not been paired versus Tron but one time in like my last 25 matches. I'm not sure if it's worth a main deck slot if I'm getting paired versus it less than a tenth of my matches. Like I'm just not seeing it. I think I'm gonna play one game of Arena before I log off, but I am done with Modern for tonight. So no, I completely agree with you that it's that good versus the Tron and the big Karn decks. I just don't get paired versus them. Right now we're playing. Oh shoot! I forgot to make a change. We're playing Simon Nilsson's updated build of Zachary Keen's tokens. I think I have to craft that. Which, for anybody who cares, Simon Nilsson posted a sideboard guide on Twitter, even though sideboarding of this deck's relatively easy. The main reason I've been playing this deck right now, or lately, is because I think it's super good versus the mass manipulation decks. And I think it's fairly good versus a lot of the Planeswalker decks. But, I mean, we're running Immortal Sun main. But, you know, I'm playing it in a specific meta. This hand's weakish, but keepable, I think. Especially when they've mulliganed. Some point I need to grind back to Mythic, though there's no real reason to this season because we got our top 8 last season, so we're qualified for the July tournament. I guess I assume it's in July. Has to be in July. Oh, this hand just become great. Hopefully they're on mid-range and not Decried Canarium. Which I guess whichever one they're playing, they could have to fairy bounce a friend. Don't have a second white, so don't really have a lot of options here. Could kill that thing. Not going to worry about it. If they have a Cow's Wrath, they just get us. That's not a Cow's Wrath. We have not been gotten. That's also not a Cow's Wrath. Do want to kill that. I'm going to make my decision between the History and the Conclave based on what they do this turn. Probably playing the History either way. I see a real argument for the Conclave too, though. So what are their better plays? Their better plays are just like Bell Hunt and stuff, right? I don't know. I feel like I died to these. Could have a Teferi. They'd have 4 blockers plus a Teferi. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Could guarantee we get our land. The Tristani's pretty hot here, and they could be playing Hostage Taker or something. Thief of Sanity! That card doesn't do much here. They have no particularly good blocks. It's super hard to sideboard versus Esper because like these Esper mid-range decks can basically sideboard into Super Friends games. And it's hard to tell what you actually want. Actually found it incredibly hard to sideboard. Um, so Baffling End's better than Conclave, even though Conclave can hit walkers, because Baffling End, when it gets bounced, just leaves them for random 3/3, but doesn't give them back their power cards. Also, the Conclave can get desparked. Mm, so hard to sideboard this match. Might take the March out for Gideon on the play. We might bring in the fourth Conclave too, depending on how we see they sideboard. Like I said, the Esper variants can have such a wide variety of how they approach the post board games that it's really hard to have a cohesive plan versus them. You basically have to just adapt to what you think they're doing, which is honestly never really where you want to be. I'd much rather have a Gideon than one of these. That's fine. If I can trade this for this, I'll be exceptionally happy. They kept into heroes, I guess I'm assuming they don't have cry and stuff. Really? My hand's not good enough for that? Oh gosh, yeah. You think my hand would have been good enough for a second Thought Erasure? Maybe they don't have a second land. Yeah, that was the problem. They didn't have a second land. Don't care a whole lot if they have a veto here. Just gonna untap and do this one for 4. If they have a crowd, that would suck, but that means we have one chance to at least resolve our Immortal Sun. We resolve our Immortal Sun, we win, probably. Just cast a 4/4 now. They don't even care if they have a Belhan or something. Losing our Mortal Sun would suck, but it's not that big of a deal. If they don't have to counterspell its game. They do. Still need a sweeper, they probably can't win here. They didn't have a sweeper last turn, so maybe they don't have it this turn. They pause, so that seems like no sweeper. And I'm going to start looking for somebody to host because I'm calling it. We win. That doesn't keep you alive, friend. Who should we host today? So we'll host Marcio. Oh, I guess it does keep them alive. I'm bad at math. And they do have a sweeper. Alright, we're still playing Magic. In fairness, I didn't even do the math, I just assumed. It was one of our best follow-ups. I probably shouldn't have played the Mortal Sun the turn I played it. Right, so now they're dead. They have to have an untapped land, bounce this, kill this, gain 3 to 4. So an untapped land keeps them alive. Alright. We still undefeated with green white this season. We've only played 4 matches. Wee. Alright. Anyway, wow. 2/3 of the people watching me left when we switched to arena. Fair enough. I can take criticism. Nobody likes arena. Or maybe it's standard. Who knows? Anyway, take care, everybody, and thanks for stopping by.